again to the Chicago Bears Fan Show. It's my final video as we prepare for Week 4 against the Detroit Lions. I want to look at a couple of areas that we haven't looked at so far. First and foremost, special teams is Devin Hester. He can absolutely destroy teams, and I think this is the week he's due to have one of those big return touchdowns. He's already had a lot of return yardage. I believe the Bears lead the league at this point in return yardage in total, despite not having a return touchdown. I think he gets one this week. I think Detroit is susceptible in this area, and Hester on turf indoors has a great opportunity to do that. Schwartz doesn't strike me as a coach who's going to want to kick away from him anyways, so I think that Hester's going to get some balls kicked in his direction. Additionally, David Akers, who I believe does kickoffs for them now as their kicker, doesn't have a strong leg anymore at this advanced age in his career. So I was looking at stats that showed that their percentage of touchbacks on kickoffs is quite low. So there should be some opportunity there if Hester is back on kickoffs for some big returns, both there and as well as on punts too. So it could be really exciting to watch the special teams this week in that respect. On the other side, all the Bears have to do there is be simple. Don't make any dumb mistakes in coverage, on kick coverage, because the Detroit Lions have one of the absolute worst sets of return yards in the entire league. They do not have a dynamic return that I know about. They don't have a Cordell Patterson like Minnesota had that burned us earlier in the year, so I don't think it's quite as dangerous a situation there. And so all the Bears have to do is have a nice vanilla type of coverage that doesn't allow for too much, doesn't create any mistakes. Don't give them opportunities they don't deserve. Finally, when it comes on the defensive side, if they can force the Lions into taking long field goal opportunities, that's a good thing, because as I mentioned, Akers, I don't think at his advanced age he has the leg and has the accuracy combined to be able to put them through anymore from long distance. So if they can force them into those situations, they'll have to either take big risks on fourth down or take a risk with a kick that doesn't have a great chance of putting up points. So that's a big weakness for them. Finally, the last thing I want to bring up is more intangible in the coaching realm, and that is Mark Trestman. I think for the first time in quite a while, we have a very, very clear advantage in coaching. Mark Trestman has shown in the first 3 weeks he's a dynamic coach. He's willing to put it on the line and have a game plan built to win when it's needed to, but he's also got the temperament that the Bears need. It's not in any way a panic type of temperament. He's not hot-headed in any way. In a lot of ways, I see him as an anti-Schwartz. So when you look at the Detroit Lions coach and what they are and what they've been as a team the last few years, you're prone to pop off, have players who, are disrespectful, take unnecessary penalties and things like that. I think that could have a very important impact in this game and how the two teams react in the field and the decisions that they make and even the plays that are called. So I think we're going to start to see that advantage, and hopefully that's an advantage that, with Trestman signed for multi-years, hopefully that advantage is around for many years to come in this critical set of division matchups that we're always going to have. So I'm really interested to see what this game brings, because it could foreshadow both in some of the player matchups, but also the coaching matchup, what we're going to see going forward. All right, finally, my prediction for this game, it's going to be close because we're in Detroit and it's a divisional game, and these kind of divisional games oftentimes play that way. We played the Vikings really close earlier in the season. We're probably going to play the Packers close. We're going to play these Lions close, especially in Detroit. So for that reason, I think that the Bears win by 4 points, I'm going to say. I think it's a reasonable estimate. I think we can get up, though. I think we can create turnovers as well. And I think, as I mentioned, in my previous videos, we can salt the game away with our run game pretty effectively. But again, Detroit's offense is powerful, and they're bound to put up some points, and they have an opportunity to come back if they get down. So I think we're going to win, though. We're going to prevail, and 4 points feels about right. So that's it for this week. Hey, enjoy the game. And of course, as always, bear down.